Hola, ¿cómo está? Oh, welcome to Susan's Kitchen. I'm so excited because the food that I'm going to prepare for you today is cheesy enchilada. Does it sound good or what? There's 4 parts to prepare this dish. The first part is the meat portion. Actually, in the meat portion, you start off with ground beef. You can also use ground pork or ground chicken, seasoned salt, taco seasoning, chili powder, chopped yellow onions, and crushed garlic. Of course, you have to start with a hot pan, frying pan. Then you start with your meat, the ground beef. You don't need oil because actually ground beef have its built-in oil. Because you don't want to have too much oil in your food. I start cooking the meat, and make sure if you're gonna get a ground beef, when you look at the label, at least it's 85 to 90% less fat. So it's not a lot of oil when you start frying the ground beef. Okay, and then when it's a little bit brown, then you put your crushed garlic, sprinkle with crushed garlic, because garlic is really good for you. And then your cut off yellow onions. I love onions, that's why I put a lot of onions, but you don't have to if you don't really like onions that much, you know, because sometimes people think, oh my god, you eat a lot of onions, then your breath will be, but never mind. But actually onions also is good for you. I just love onions, you know, especially when it's mixed with ground beef, because it really adds flavor to the meat. And then when it's almost halfway done, then you put your chili powder. Sprinkle with your chili powder. Chili powder, it will give it that actually that spicy taste of it. Okay, and then you can use salt and pepper, but I always prepare seasoned salt because this has all the mixture of all the ingredients. Then when it's really cooked, then you put in warm water. Okay, with a little bit of warm water. There you go. Then after that, then you put your taco seasoning. Sprinkle with your taco seasoning. You actually, taco seasoning comes either mild or spicy. If you like really something spicy, you can also use that. You can put more pepper if you really like very spicy food. Okay. Oh, I can smell it. It smells so good. Can you see that? It's really sizzling. So you saute it until the meat is completely cooked. There you go. See how quick that is? Then after that, you put it on the side. Oh, it's still sizzling. There you go. That's the meat portion. The second part of cooking our recipe, the ingredients are cheddar cheese, baked beans, tortilla wrapper, and of course the meat portion that we did earlier. And the first step you need to do is take your baked beans, spread it all over your tortilla wrapper, and then you put your cooked meat, you spread it evenly on top of your baked beans. Okay, I can't wait for this to be cooked. And then now you spread your cheddar cheese. And if you love cheddar cheese, you can put as much as you want. There is no limit. And you roll it like a egg roll. You roll it and roll it. And there you go. And let me show you what I prepared earlier. This is how it looks like when it's all prepared. And then once you put it all, actually when you put a, you use a baking pan, a non-stick. I prefer non-stick so that it will be easier for you to remove it. And you can also spray oil spray, any kind of oil spray before you put it in. Okay, and there you go. Now here comes the most important part of preparing the enchilada recipe, because the sauce is the one that gives it the flavor of the dish. You start off with Philadelphia cream cheese, an 8-ounce Philadelphia cream cheese. Make sure it's room temperature so that it's easy for you to mix. And then you mix it with 1 10-ounce can of cream of mushroom soup. Make sure it's condensed. A tomato soup, condensed, 10 ounce. And also a can of enchilada sauce. And you mix it all together. And oh, and make sure you don't use electric mixer. You don't want it all over your body. Especially me, I'm wearing white today. That's why I'm very careful. You just use a regular spoon, that's all. Okay, and you just blend it in and blend it in. There you go. Now let's get our enchilada wraps. Okay, and what you need to do is pour it on top of it. There. This. Oh, I can see it. It's gonna be really delicious. You bake this in 350 degrees or 400. No, don't cover. It's really uncovered because you want the cheese to melt. Okay. And if you want it's really juicy, you can pour as much as you want. Okay. Cover it as that you can see. You can't see any of the wrap. Put as much sauce as you want. Then you put it in the oven for 20 to 25 minutes. Ta-da! There you go. The final cheesy enchilada. Now the most important part also is the last part of this dish is the garnish. Okay, first you start off with sour cream. You spread it with sour cream. Don't be shy. Sour cream. You can use, if you don't like a lot of sour cream, you can also, there's a light sour cream that you can also buy. And then after the sour cream, then you use cut up tomatoes. Put on top of it. Okay, fill up tomatoes. Put as much as you want. And then the avocado. Cut up avocado. You know, avocado is really a natural oil. It's good for your body. So you can put as much avocado you want. Oh, that looks so beautiful. That looks so delicious. And then you sprinkle with lettuce, cut off lettuce. Isn't that look so healthy? Oh my God. This looks so, I'm sorry I have to say the word because, you know, I just can't help it. I just can't wait to get a bite of it. And then of course the finale part is the salsa. You can use mild, as I said. If you like spicy, you can use a hot salsa. And you sprinkle on top of it. And that's it. Now it's ready to grab. This is so delicious. Again, ladies and gentlemen, cheesy enchilada with Philadelphia cream cheese. Thank you. Thank you for watching me today. And thank you for coming over to my kitchen. Again, God bless you all.